So I was going to do a video about how I made on Friday $900 in 2 minutes. But then I realized something. That's not entirely true. It is true. I did make $900 in 2 minutes, but I also spent a whole entire day of waiting. And then I kind of went a bit deeper and I thought, well, technically that was a 7-year long trade because if you rewind even just a couple of years, I would have missed that setup. I would have overtraded earlier in the day. I would have doubled my size after a loss and blown the whole entire thing, but I didn't. And that's not because, I'm special. It's because I've spent years building the mental game of trading that most people just skip or never even sit down to try and understand. And this video isn't unfortunately going to be about that trade. It's about what actually got me to a place where I could take that trade calmly and confidently. So if you're someone who keeps breaking your rules, sabotaging your wins, hesitating on clean entries, then this is the video for you. And I'm going to turn this 2-minute trade into a 7-year long experience of trading psychology. So let's just start here. Now, most traders that look easy only happen because the trader has built up the discipline to actually be able to wait for them trades. And this trade that happened on Friday happened at a key level I've been waiting for all day, required me to sit on my hands for 4+ hours of just nothing, needed to have the full confidence to hold to my targets, and also needed total clarity in my plan to be able to execute it and not overmanage and screw it up. So it wasn't skill and, it wasn't just structure. It was 7 years of building a daily framework, a journaling system, pre-market mindset work, post-session review, and emotional reset protocols. And all of that plus the 7 years for a 2-minute window of execution. And, this is the part that most people never see. And this is why I want to turn this into more of a trading psychology video for you guys. Who cares about the technicals? I have plenty of technical videos on the channel, but I want to share with you guys the part that most people never even sit down and decide to learn. So I want to go into a very big part with you guys and something that I talk about a lot. And this is why you keep breaking your own rules. And this is where all traders fuck up. I know what I'm supposed to do, but I just don't do it. Now, why is that? Why do we all do that? And we all know we do that. We know what we should do, but we just don't do it. Because your identity and your behavior are completely out of alignment. You say you want to trade like a professional, but then your habits just look like a complete fucking gambler. You're guessing, you're chasing, and you're hoping. And that is what creates that internal friction. So when you get emotional, boom, everything slips. You size up, you chase that trade, you skip your stop loss, and then you start revenge trading. And this isn't a strategy problem. You guys have the strategy. It's an identity problem. So how do you guys actually start fixing that? Well, you need to start asking yourself, how would a professional act right now when you feel that emotion? How would, if I was a professional trader sat on a trading floor with multi-millions of dollars on the line, how would I act right now? And then that's where you start acting like one. Because over time, action builds belief. And you journal once, you feel more structured. You walk away after 2 trades, you start trusting yourself. You pass on a risky setup, you feel proud, not impulsive. And these small little wins absolutely compound over time. And that's how you go from trying or pretending like you're trying to actually being that person that you truly want to be. So I want to give you something tactical that you guys can start doing right away. Now, here's the exact framework that I have used throughout the past 7 years to keep me stay grounded and consistent. So you can have a pre-market audit, and I ask myself, how am I feeling today? I write down, what emotions might show up today. And I also decide, what does success look like today? Even if I don't take a trade. And you guys could want to add a trade plan review. I read my top 3 rules, I set my alerts, and I remind myself, no plan, no trade. And you guys want to maybe add some session rules. So you might have, maximum of 2 trades a day. Only trade setups from my written plan. If I feel emotional, step away before I act. And then number 4 is you guys could have a post-session review as well. What did I do well? Did I stay aligned with my identity? What would I improve on? Now, that alone has been an absolute game changer for me. And if some of you guys are watching this thinking, I can't be asked, please stop trading, because you are not here to be a professional trader. You are here because you want to get rich quick and you are in the complete wrong business. And if this does sound like too much for some of you guys, You can make it simpler. This doesn't need to take hours. You could just be writing down just a couple of words, but do something to start building that identity. And, sometimes where I maybe don't feel disciplined, my framework comes in and steps in for me. And this is how you guys are going to trade through the rough weeks in the markets, which are absolutely going to happen. So it's how you show up to the charts, regardless of how you fucking feel. You show up with this framework, and that helps you stay disciplined. You don't just rely on your own feelings all the time and then beat yourself up when them feelings don't keep you in check. You need a framework that I've just given you guys to help that happen. This is a part that most people also don't talk about, and this is dopamine. So if you're scrolling all morning long on Instagram, TikTok, and if you've got 7 charts open, whatever going on in the background, and if you check your phone in between every single candle, you're not going to trade well. Why? Because you've fried your focus. You've already drained your brain with so many other things before you can even attempt to press that button well. So here's what I like to do when I go on the charts in the morning. I avoid dopamine spikes in the morning. That means no scrolling and no clutter. I keep my one chart, that's gold, and my one trading plan. And I'll take short breaks to reset, not to distract. Now, focus is absolutely a skill, and discipline is a side effect of preserved mental energy and capital, which I always talk about with you guys on stream. Protect your focus and your mental capital so when the trade presents itself, you can trade with clarity and structure. So let me also give you guys a lot of free value here. Let me guys give you also one of the biggest upgrades that I have made. And I've built a personal red flag checker. So things such as trading faster than usual, clicking before thinking, ignoring my stop size, staring at trades that I missed. And when I see those show up, I stop right away. And that's the whole purpose of trading psychology. It's about not being perfect, an emotionless robot, but actually having awareness and recognizing what you're doing. So you don't need to wait until, after all the damage is done. You need to catch it early and recognize it and be aware. Then, I'll go on to a recovery protocol. I'll journal, I'll reduce my size, I step away from the desk, I slow down everything. And then that's how I bounce back and come back without just going on a complete mental tilt and spiral. And this is absolutely something we teach in incredible depth inside the Traders Table, which I am absolutely proud to have built and to have launched. Now, if this has helped you guys, or even a single part of it has helped you guys, you're probably going to love what I have just launched inside the Traders Table. So I've taken all of this: identity rewiring, discipline framework, trigger tracking, focus enhancement, and reset protocols. And this is where I have built an entire trading psychology masterclass, which I am incredibly proud to release. And it's structured, it's tactical, and it is only for the real traders who are sick of blowing up over things they already know they should be doing better about. So no fluff, no motivational speeches, just the real work and the support to do it. So if you guys do want to check it out, feel free to click the link in the description. You can absolutely come and join the Trading Psychology series. It is absolutely going to change your guys' life forever. So if you guys do take anything from this video, let it be this: that $900 in 2 minutes, it's not about the trade. It was about the trader that I have become and that I want you guys to become. The mindset, the patience, the emotional regulation, and that's the stuff that no one actually sits down and talks about. But that's what makes the difference between a few lucky wins and long-term consistency being a professional trader. So you're not just learning strategies, you're building the mental structure to support them. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, be sure to use the frameworks that I have given you guys, and I'll see you live on stream every single day next week. Get your mind right, get your psychology right, build your pre-trading checklist that I've given you guys, and I'll see you guys, and we'll absolutely crush the markets. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.